Have you ever wondered what timeless secret could create not just wealth, but a life of abundance that transcends time and space? What if I told you that a law, older than the very stars themselves, holds the key to your prosperity and success? Today, we're going to dive into a law so powerful that when you align with it, it has the potential to transform your financial future. Stay with me through every word, because by the end of this, you'll understand the most profound principle that has been creating millionaires for centuries. The law I'm speaking of is not something new or modern. In fact, it's older than the stars in the sky. It's an ancient principle that governs the flow of life and the universe. It operates with a silent force, guiding the very fabric of reality itself. This law has been at work for millennia, shaping destinies, building fortunes, and creating lives of abundance. Understanding it will help you tap into the same power that has made the richest people in history what they are today. This universal law predates time itself. Long before humanity ever conceived of money, markets, or material wealth, this law was in motion. It is older than the ancient civilizations, the pyramids of Egypt, the temples of Greece, and the empires that rose and fell through the ages. Before the written word was even established, this law existed, silently orchestrating the events of the universe. It is the unchanging, eternal principle that governs the movement of every star in the sky, the growth of every seed in the earth, and the progression of all living things. Yet, as we look up at the stars, we might think they are far removed from us, far beyond our comprehension or influence. But in truth, the stars are a reflection of this law. Each star, in its own way, symbolizes the abundance and limitless potential available in the universe. Just as stars continue to shine and exist in a boundless sky, so too does this law continue to create wealth and opportunities, regardless of time or space. The stars do not question their existence, and neither should you question your own. You are just as much a part of the universe's design as they are. The beauty of this law is that it operates without prejudice or favoritism. It does not care about your background, your past struggles, or the limitations you may feel you have. It operates purely on the energy of your thoughts and your alignment with it. Just as the universe has been operating this law since before the stars were born, it continues to create results for anyone who aligns themselves with it. The law of abundance, the law of attraction, or whatever name you choose to give it, works in the same way for everyone. It doesn't discriminate between the wealthy or the poor, the educated or the uneducated. It simply responds to your mindset and actions. For centuries, people have unknowingly tapped into this force. Great kings, emperors, and entrepreneurs have flourished through the subconscious application of this law. They may not have understood it in the terms we use today, but they were, in essence, living proof that the law works. When a person takes action in alignment with this natural principle, success follows. It's not a question of luck or chance, it is a reflection of the law's power, which is ever present and everlasting. This law is like gravity. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not, it is always at work. You can't escape it, you can't turn it off, and you can't decide when to use it or not. The universe doesn't pick and choose when to apply the law. It is constant. The law of attraction, abundance, and creation will work for you when you align with it, and it will continue working in your life, whether or not you understand its full mechanics. It's not about having knowledge of the law or intellectualizing it. It's about believing in it and living in harmony with it. When you understand that this law is older than time itself, you begin to realize that everything you experience in life, every opportunity you have, and every challenge you face is a part of this grand design. The stars in the sky didn't come into existence by accident, and neither did you. You were created with purpose, and the law that governs the universe works in harmony with that purpose. There's no coincidence in the fact that you are alive at this moment, experiencing what you're experiencing. This law is in play, and you have been part of its flow since before you were born. You see, this law works through the process of creation. The stars were created through the same law that creates everything in your life. Every idea, every breakthrough, And every moment of inspiration that you experience is a direct result of this principle at work. When you dream, when you think about what you want, when you imagine your future, you are engaging with the same energy that created the universe. The difference is that most people are unaware of it. They go through life reacting to circumstances, instead of consciously aligning themselves with the forces that are already at play. Understanding that this law is older than the stars means that you can no longer use the excuse of not having enough time or resources. The law is already in motion. What you need to do is stop resisting it and start flowing with it. Just like the stars are always in motion, always shining, and always evolving, so too can your life. The abundance of the universe is already there for the taking. It's been there all along, and it's waiting for you to recognize it and align with it. When you begin to align with this ancient law, you start to notice shifts in your life. You begin to see the connections between the things you want and the opportunities that appear before you. This law is like a magnet, drawing everything you need into your experience. The more you align with it, the more the universe responds. The opportunities will start showing up. The right people will cross your path. The resources you need will appear, and your desires will manifest faster than you ever imagined. The fact that this law has existed for so long should be a reminder that it is infallible. It is a force of nature, just like the stars in the sky. It's not something that can be tampered with, weakened, or changed. It's constant. And the moment you align yourself with it, you unlock the door to infinite possibilities. The stars, in their magnificence, are a constant reminder that everything is connected, everything is in its right place, and that the universe is abundant. You are a part of this grand design, and you are as much a recipient of this law's power as the stars themselves. In fact, as you begin to align with this universal principle, you'll realize that you too, like the stars, have a potential that is limitless. The stars don't hold back their brilliance. They shine brightly, just as you are meant to shine. The law works with you, for you, and through you, providing the infinite opportunities needed to achieve your highest potential. All you have to do is open yourself to it, trust in it, and align your actions with its force. Then, watch as the universe, much like the stars, begins to mirror your newfound abundance, wealth, and prosperity. At the heart of this law is a simple truth: the universe is abundant. There is no shortage of wealth, opportunity, or success. The idea of scarcity is a mere illusion, a false belief we hold in our minds. This law teaches us that there is always more than enough to go around. Whether it's money, health, or love, the abundance we seek is already here. The key lies in how we align our thoughts and actions with the flow of this abundant universe. We have been conditioned from a young age to believe that resources are limited. Society tells us that there is only so much to go around, that there are only a finite number of jobs, resources, and opportunities. We're taught that if one person succeeds, another must fail. We are encouraged to compete for what we think is a limited supply, to work harder and harder to secure our share. This belief, deeply ingrained in us, is what creates the feeling of lack, the feeling that there is never enough. But the truth is, the universe does not operate in scarcity, it operates in abundance. And when we start to understand that abundance is an inherent part of the universe, everything in our life begins to shift. Abundance is not just about money, it's about everything we experience in life. Money is often the most obvious form of abundance, but it extends far beyond that. Abundance applies to our health, relationships, opportunities, creativity, and personal growth. The universe is overflowing with potential. Think about nature for a moment. In the forest, trees grow, flowers bloom, rivers flow, and animals thrive, all with no effort to hoard or compete. The natural world provides us with an endless supply of resources. The earth never runs out of air to breathe, water to drink, or food to nourish us. Nature does not struggle with lack, it thrives in abundance. This is the law of nature. This is the law of the universe. When we start to think in terms of abundance, we realize that everything we need is already here, ready to be tapped into. It's waiting for us to claim it. But first, we must release our belief in scarcity. When we live from a place of scarcity, we act as if there isn't enough to go around. We hold on tightly to what we have, fearing that if we let go, we won't have enough left. We resist change, fearing that it might take away the little that we have. This creates a cycle of fear and anxiety, and we find ourselves constantly chasing after what we think is in short supply. But when we adopt an abundant mindset, everything changes. We stop clinging to what we have and instead open ourselves to receiving more. We begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. We start to trust that the universe will provide and that there is enough for everyone. When we truly understand that there is an infinite supply of wealth, health, love, and opportunities in the universe, we can let go of the need to compete and instead focus on creating, growing, and sharing. This shift in mindset is what allows us to experience the flow of abundance in our lives. It's important to remember that abundance doesn't just fall into our laps. It requires our participation. The law of abundance is a law of action. The universe doesn't just hand us wealth or success without our involvement. We must first believe that we are worthy of abundance. Then, we must align our thoughts, actions, and beliefs with that abundance. When we take action in alignment with the belief that there is more than enough to go around, the universe responds. It starts to send us the people, opportunities, and resources that we need to create the life we desire. The law of abundance works in harmony with the law of attraction. When we vibrate at the frequency of abundance, we attract more of it into our lives. But our thoughts must be in harmony with our actions. If we want to attract wealth, for example, we cannot simply sit back and wait for money to fall from the sky. We must take inspired action, whether that's investing in our personal growth, pursuing opportunities, or creating value in the world. Abundance flows to those who are open to it, and who are willing to do the work required to make it a reality. It's about being in the right mindset and putting forth the effort to manifest what we desire. Abundance is also a principle of gratitude. The more we are grateful for what we already have, the more we open the doors to even greater abundance. When we focus on what we don't have, we attract more of the feeling of lack. But when we focus on what we are grateful for, we begin to see how much we already have. Gratitude is a powerful tool for attracting more of the good things in life. It shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. It reminds us that we are surrounded by wealth, both tangible and intangible. The simple act of being thankful for what we have sends a powerful signal to the universe that we are ready for more. Another critical aspect of understanding abundance is the idea of giving. When we give freely and without expectation, we are demonstrating to the universe that we trust in its abundance. We are not holding on to resources out of fear of scarcity. Instead, we are willing to share what we have with others. Giving is a reflection of our belief in the infinite flow of abundance. It is the act of saying, "I know that there is more than enough for me, and I am happy to share what I have." The more we give, the more we receive, because we are aligning ourselves with the flow of the universe. The concept of abundance is also deeply tied to creativity. The more we tap into our creative potential, the more we realize how infinite the possibilities are. Creativity is a direct expression of the abundant energy of the universe. It is an ongoing flow of ideas, innovations, and solutions that are always available to us. When we stop limiting ourselves with thoughts of scarcity, we begin to see that we are capable of creating anything we desire. Whether it's a new business, a new project, or a new way of thinking, our creativity is an endless source of wealth and opportunity. In the world of business and wealth creation, abundance plays a pivotal role in success. The belief in abundance opens doors to new opportunities, partnerships, and ideas that might have seemed impossible before. People who understand the law of abundance don't compete. They collaborate. They recognize that there is enough success to go around for everyone. They are not afraid of someone else's success because they understand that it does not diminish their own potential. When you operate from a mindset of abundance, you are constantly growing and expanding, and you inspire others to do the same. The truth is, abundance is a natural state of being. It's a state where we realize that the universe is constantly working in our favor, always offering us new opportunities to grow, thrive, and succeed. The only thing that stands between us and this abundance is our belief in scarcity. When we remove that belief and replace it with one of abundance, we unlock a world of endless possibilities. The universe is always abundant. It is we who must choose to align ourselves with it. The choice is ours, and once we choose abundance, the flow begins, and everything we desire starts to come into our lives. This law works in harmony with the thoughts we think. Our minds are the creative force of the universe. Whatever we focus on, whatever we believe, will come to pass. If you think thoughts of wealth and success, those thoughts will start to attract opportunities, people, and circumstances that bring that wealth to you. The universe does not discriminate between positive or negative thoughts, it simply responds to your beliefs. You must, therefore, choose your thoughts carefully and intentionally. The mind is a powerful tool, and it is often the most overlooked force in the creation of our reality. Most people go through their daily lives unaware of the influence their thoughts have over their lives. They allow their minds to wander, to think negative thoughts, and to believe in limitations that aren't even real. But the truth is, every thought you think is creating your future. Each thought, whether consciously chosen or unconsciously held, sends out vibrations that influence the events, people, and opportunities that come into your life. When you think positively, when you believe in abundance, wealth, and success, you send out a vibration that resonates with those same energies. The universe, being a mirror of your inner state, reflects those vibrations back to you. This is the law of attraction at work. The more positive thoughts you have, the more positive experiences you will attract into your life. This is why it's so crucial to maintain an optimistic outlook and consciously focus your thoughts on what you want to create, rather than what you fear or want to avoid. Think about it. If you wake up every day and focus on the things that are wrong in your life, your bills, your struggles, the lack of opportunity, you are feeding your mind a constant stream of negativity. This negativity then attracts more of the same. You might find yourself encountering more financial struggles, more obstacles, and more frustrations. This happens because your thoughts are a magnet for what you think about most often. The law doesn't judge, it simply responds. The more you focus on lack and limitation, the more you experience it. The key, then, is to shift your focus to abundance, possibility, and success. The power of the mind is incredible. Your thoughts are not just random brain activity, they are energy that radiates outward. If you're constantly thinking about scarcity, fear, or failure, your energy is sending out a message to the universe that matches those thoughts. On the other hand, if you focus on success, growth, and opportunities, the energy you radiate will align with those things. And as the law of attraction dictates, the universe will respond in kind. The people, opportunities, and circumstances that match your thoughts will begin to appear in your life. This is why it's so important to be intentional with your thoughts. Every moment of your life is a result of the thoughts you've thought in the past. If you want to change your future, you must first change your thoughts. This may sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. The shift in perspective that comes from realizing that your thoughts create your reality is life-changing. You no longer have to feel like a victim of your circumstances. Instead, you can take control by choosing to focus on what you want to attract. One of the key aspects of using your mind to create the life you desire is the practice of visualization. Visualization is a technique where you consciously imagine your goals and desires as already accomplished. By doing this, you are training your mind to believe in the possibility of those things becoming your reality. The more vividly you can picture your success, the more you convince your subconscious mind that it is possible. Your subconscious mind is the part of you that drives your actions and beliefs. So by visualizing success, you program your mind to make it happen. This is where the power of belief comes in. If you truly believe that you can achieve success, wealth, and happiness, your mind will begin to work in ways that support that belief. When you hold a belief, it shapes your perception of the world. You start to notice opportunities that align with your belief. You begin to take actions that are in harmony with your desires. Your belief fuels your actions, and your actions, in turn, bring your desired outcomes closer. The universe, in turn, responds to your belief and aligns events and people to match that belief. But belief alone is not enough. You must also take action that is in alignment with your thoughts and beliefs. This is where many people get stuck. They may think positively, but they fail to take the necessary steps to bring their desires into reality. Simply thinking about wealth is not enough to manifest it. You must also be willing to take the actions that will bring you closer to it. Your thoughts must be backed by inspired action. Inspired action is the type of action that feels right to you. It comes from a place of alignment with your goals, not from fear or desperation. When you think about your desires and truly believe they are possible, the right actions will become clear to you. These are the actions that feel inspired, that feel like the next logical step in your journey. It might be an idea, a phone call, an opportunity, or a decision that feels right to take. The key is to trust the guidance that comes from within and take those steps with confidence. Another critical aspect of using your mind to create your reality is the power of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to help reinforce a belief or an idea. They are a way of reprogramming your subconscious mind to believe in the possibility of success. By repeating affirmations daily, you strengthen the belief that you can achieve what you desire. Over time, this will shift your mindset and help you attract the people, opportunities, and resources you need to make those desires a reality. It's important to note that the mind doesn't just respond to your conscious thoughts. It also responds to your subconscious beliefs. Many of us carry limiting beliefs from our past, ideas about money, success, or our own worth, that can prevent us from fully embracing the law of attraction. These limiting beliefs are like invisible blocks that hold us back. To fully unlock the power of your mind, you must first identify and release these limiting beliefs. This can be done through affirmations, visualization, or even therapy. Once you free yourself from these subconscious barriers, you will find that your thoughts become more aligned with your desires, and the universe will respond accordingly. By understanding that your mind is the creative force behind your reality, you gain the ability to shape your future. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, is a message you send to the universe. The more consciously you choose your thoughts, the more power you have to manifest the life you want. The universe doesn't judge your thoughts, it simply responds. And when your thoughts are aligned with abundance, success, and prosperity, you will begin to see those things flow into your life. Your mind is the key to unlocking your potential and creating the reality you desire. So choose your thoughts wisely, and let the universe bring forth the opportunities that are already waiting for you. Our words are a powerful tool in manifesting our desires. The universe listens to every word we speak, and it reflects back exactly what we express. By affirming success, by declaring that wealth is your rightful inheritance, you activate this law. Your words carry a vibration that sends out a signal to the universe, drawing towards you the energy you need to achieve your goals. The universe does not differentiate between the words spoken in confidence or doubt. It simply responds to the energy that is behind them. What you speak, you attract. Therefore, it's vital to choose your words wisely and with intention, because the vibrations of your words are shaping your reality. Every word we speak carries a frequency. These frequencies have the power to affect our energy, our emotions, and the events around us. When you speak positive, empowering words, you are aligning with the flow of the universe's abundant energy. Your words set the tone for the experiences that follow. If you speak words of encouragement, gratitude, and possibility, the universe responds in kind. Similarly, if your words are filled with doubt, fear, and limitation, those energies are reflected back into your life, and you may find yourself attracting more of what you don't want. In this way, our words are not just expressions of our thoughts, but a direct command to the universe. The law of attraction operates through this principle. It doesn't matter whether you are speaking in a positive or negative way. It simply responds to the energy your words carry. This is why it's so important to be conscious of what we say, as well as how we say it. Words are more than just communication. They are the energy we project into the world. When we speak with belief, confidence, and clarity, we send out a message that we are ready to receive the abundance, success, and opportunities that are meant for us. The universe, in turn, matches our energy, drawing in the things that align with our words. Affirmations are one of the most powerful tools you can use to consciously direct the energy of your words. When you use affirmations, you are repeating statements that align with your desires and goals. By affirming success, wealth, and happiness in your life, you are actively reinforcing the belief that these things are not only possible, but already on their way to you. This consistent repetition of positive statements helps to shift your mindset and beliefs. The more you say something, the more you begin to believe it. Over time, these affirmations will not just be words, they will become part of your inner reality. For instance, if you desire to be financially prosperous, you might repeat an affirmation such as, "I am worthy of wealth, and money flows to me effortlessly." By speaking this affirmation daily, you start to reprogram your mind to believe that abundance is your natural state. The universe will begin to respond to that new belief, sending opportunities, people, and resources your way that are in alignment with that belief. The words you speak, over time, will begin to shape your financial reality, and the universe will support your alignment with prosperity. But it's important to note that the words you speak must come from a place of sincerity. If you say affirmations out of habit or because you think you should, but you do not truly believe in them, they will have little effect. The key is to feel the emotion behind the words. When you speak with conviction, belief, and passion, the words become a powerful force that directs your energy and aligns you with your desires. The universe responds not only to the words, but to the energy that you infuse into them. In addition to affirmations, speaking words of gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to attract abundance. Gratitude is an energy that creates space for more blessings to enter your life. When you express gratitude for what you already have, you send out a message of abundance to the universe. The more grateful you are, the more the universe will give you to be grateful for. Gratitude opens the doors to more wealth, love, health, and happiness. It shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from what you don't have to what you already possess. This shift in focus is critical to activating the law of attraction. Gratitude also enhances the power of your words. When you express gratitude, you acknowledge the gifts you have already received, and you invite more of those gifts into your life. Gratitude isn't just about saying, "Thank you." It's about truly feeling appreciation for the present moment and all the good that surrounds you. When you express your gratitude for what you already have, you are telling the universe that you are ready for more. Your words become a magnetic force that attracts more reasons to be thankful. Another important aspect of the words we speak is the power of spoken intention. Setting clear intentions with your words is a way of claiming your desires and goals. By speaking your intentions out loud, you create a declaration that not only strengthens your own belief in your goals, but also sends a powerful signal to the universe. Intentions are like a roadmap, guiding you toward your desired destination. When you clearly articulate your intentions, the universe begins to align circumstances, people, and opportunities that will help you manifest those intentions. For example, if your intention is to create a successful business, you might speak aloud, "I am building a business that serves others and brings in abundant profits." By stating this intention, you're giving the universe a clear direction for what you want to create. The universe doesn't respond to vague desires or unclear requests. It responds to specific intentions. So, when you speak your intentions with clarity and confidence, you give the universe a clear signal of what you are ready to receive. Your words become the catalyst for the manifestation of your dreams. The words you speak also play a crucial role in shaping your relationships. Words have the power to heal, to build trust, and to create deep connections. In relationships, whether personal or professional, the words we speak determine the energy that flows between us and others. Kind, compassionate words create an atmosphere of openness and cooperation, while harsh, judgmental words can create walls of separation. The words we choose in our interactions with others shape the dynamics of those relationships and influence the experiences we have with them. Speaking with love, empathy, and respect invites more love and respect into your life. It's also important to recognize the power of silence in the context of words. Sometimes, the most powerful words are the ones left unspoken. Our thoughts and intentions can often be more impactful than anything we say aloud. The energy we carry, the unspoken messages we send through our actions, and our internal dialogue can have just as much influence on our reality as the words we speak. By cultivating inner peace and aligning your thoughts with your desires, you send out a subtle, yet powerful, signal to the universe. The key takeaway is that words are not just a form of communication. They are a force that creates our reality. Whether spoken to others or silently to ourselves, words have the power to shape our world. When we use words consciously, with intention and gratitude, we align ourselves with the abundant energies of the universe. The universe does not question whether you truly deserve what you're asking for. It simply responds to the vibrations you send out. By speaking words that reflect your desires, intentions, and gratitude, you are giving the universe the instruction to bring those things into your life. Choose your words wisely, for they are the seeds that will grow into your reality. Doubt and fear are the greatest enemies of success. When we are filled with fear, we block the flow of abundance from entering our lives. This law operates in alignment with faith, faith in yourself, faith in the universe, and faith in the idea that what you desire is already on its way. When you release doubt and replace it with confidence, you open the doors to infinite possibilities. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, even when you can't see it immediately. Doubt and fear, although deeply ingrained in human nature, are the very forces that hold us back from experiencing the fullness of what life has to offer. They cloud our vision and create barriers between us and the abundant life that we are meant to live. Fear is often born from our past experiences, negative conditioning, or the unknown, and it manifests in many forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, and fear of not being good enough. Doubt is often a companion to fear. It tells us that we are not capable, that our dreams are too big, or that we're unworthy of the success we desire. These emotions can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking the necessary actions to bring our dreams to life. However, fear and doubt are not real forces. They are merely mental and emotional constructs that we have the power to overcome. They exist only in our minds, and they only have power over us if we allow them to. Fear is the absence of faith, and doubt is the refusal to believe in ourselves and the process of life. The law of abundance, on the other hand, requires us to operate from a place of faith, trust, and belief. The universe responds to our faith and belief in ourselves, not to our fear and doubt. When we trust that our desires are already on their way, we align ourselves with the abundant flow of the universe. When we doubt, we block that flow and limit our potential. The key to overcoming fear and doubt is to replace them with faith. Faith is the belief in something greater than ourselves. It's the belief that the universe is abundant and that there is always enough to go around. Faith is the foundation of all success. Without it, we cannot move forward, and we cannot manifest our desires. Faith allows us to take risks, step out of our comfort zones, and trust in the unseen forces that are working in our favor. It's the confidence that, even when things don't appear to be going our way, the universe is still aligning everything for our highest good. When we choose to operate from a place of faith, we open ourselves up to limitless possibilities. Faith allows us to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It helps us recognize the hidden blessings in our challenges and see setbacks as stepping stones to success. Faith helps us persevere when things seem difficult or uncertain. When we trust that the universe is always supporting us, even in the face of adversity, we develop the resilience to keep moving forward. The more we cultivate faith, the more we strengthen our connection to the universal flow of abundance. Replacing doubt with confidence is also an essential part of overcoming fear. Confidence comes from the belief that we are capable of achieving our goals, that we are worthy of success, and that we have the inner resources to handle whatever challenges come our way. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to act despite fear. It's the decision to move forward even when we're uncertain of the outcome. Confidence is a muscle that grows stronger the more we use it. It's built by taking action, stepping outside of our comfort zones, and proving to ourselves that we can achieve the things we desire. When we replace doubt with confidence, we align ourselves with the energy of possibility. We stop second-guessing ourselves and start trusting our instincts and abilities. Confidence allows us to act with conviction, make decisions quickly, and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. The universe responds to confidence because confidence signals that we believe in the abundance that is available to us. When we are confident, we believe that our desires are already on their way, and this belief creates the space for them to manifest. Fear and doubt often arise from a lack of trust in the process of life. We want immediate results, we want to control every step of the journey, and we want to know exactly how everything will unfold. This need for control creates resistance. The law of abundance, however, is based on the principle of surrender. It requires us to trust the process and allow things to unfold in divine timing. When we release the need to control every outcome, we make room for the universe to work its magic. We allow things to come to us effortlessly, without struggle or resistance. Trusting the universe means having faith that everything is happening for our highest good. Even when things don't seem to be going according to plan, we trust that there is a greater force at work. The universe is always guiding us toward our highest potential, even if the path doesn't always seem clear. Trust allows us to let go of the need to know every detail and simply follow the signs, synchronicities, and opportunities that arise. When we trust the process, we stop fighting against the flow of life and instead align with it. The act of releasing doubt and fear is a powerful declaration to the universe that we are ready to receive what we desire. When we hold on to fear and doubt, we send out a message that we are not ready for success, that we don't believe in the abundance that is available to us. But when we let go of those limiting beliefs and embrace faith and confidence, we send a message that we are open to receiving the blessings that are already on their way. The universe responds to our energy, and when our energy is aligned with trust, belief, and confidence, the doors to abundance swing wide open. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear and doubt is through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to become aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are running in the background of our minds. It helps us identify the negative thoughts and self-limiting beliefs that are holding us back, and it provides us with the opportunity to replace them with positive, empowering thoughts. By becoming mindful of our thoughts, we gain control over them. Instead of allowing fear and doubt to control us, we take control of our thoughts and choose to focus on faith, confidence, and possibility. Another helpful tool in overcoming fear and doubt is visualization. Visualization is the process of imagining your success, seeing yourself achieving your goals, and feeling the emotions associated with your success. Visualization helps reprogram your subconscious mind to believe in your ability to succeed. The more vividly you can visualize your success, the more confident you will become in your ability to achieve it. Visualization builds faith by helping you see the end result clearly in your mind's eye, making it easier to trust that the universe will bring it to you. By releasing doubt and fear, you create a powerful shift in your energy. Instead of being blocked by negativity and uncertainty, you align yourself with the flow of abundance and success. Faith, trust, and confidence become your guiding forces, and the universe responds by bringing you the opportunities and resources you need to create the life you desire. The more you let go of fear and doubt, the more you open yourself up to receiving all that the universe has to offer. While the law itself is powerful, It requires action from us to truly manifest our desires. It's not enough to simply think positive thoughts and say affirmations. You must take steps towards your goals, no matter how small they may seem. Every action you take that aligns with the principle of abundance is a step closer to your financial freedom. The universe will meet you halfway, but you must show up and do your part. You must believe in the law so strongly that your actions reflect your faith. Action is the bridge between our thoughts and the results we desire. The universe does not deliver your desires just because you think about them or speak them into existence. It's not enough to sit back and wait for your dreams to materialize. Yes, the law of attraction plays a powerful role, but it works hand in hand with inspired action. You have to do more than simply wish for things to happen. You have to take steps that align with your vision of success. The universe responds to your efforts, not to your passive desires. When you set a goal or desire, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the size of the task ahead. The key to overcoming this overwhelm is to take small, manageable actions. Often, we get stuck in the idea that we need to take giant leaps or accomplish everything all at once. But success doesn't happen all at once. It's built one small action at a time. The universe rewards those who are willing to take action, even if that action feels insignificant at first. It is the cumulative effect of many small steps that creates big changes in our lives. When you take inspired action, it comes from a place of confidence and clarity. It's not about forcing something to happen. It's about trusting that the right next step will present itself to you. It's about being in alignment with the flow of the universe and responding to the opportunities that arise. Inspired action feels right, like it is part of the natural flow of your life. You might feel a nudge to make a phone call, send an email, or take a specific course. And when you follow that guidance, you're aligning yourself with the law of abundance. Each step you take in the right direction propels you closer to the life you've been visualizing. The important part is to act even when you don't have all the answers. The universe doesn't require you to know every step of the journey before you begin. If you wait until everything is perfect or you feel fully prepared, you may never take action at all. The universe rewards those who take action without needing to know the entire path ahead. Trust that once you take one step, the next step will reveal itself to you. Every time you take action, you send a message to the universe that you are serious about your goals, that you believe in your vision, and that you are willing to put in the effort required to make it happen. Taking action requires faith. It's easy to act when everything is going well, when you can see the path ahead clearly. But true faith is acting when things are uncertain. When you take action despite not knowing exactly how things will unfold, you show the universe that you trust in its timing and guidance. The universe doesn't expect you to be perfect or to have everything figured out. It simply asks that you show up and do the best you can with the information you have. The more you act with faith, the more the universe aligns with you. It begins to present you with the resources, people, and opportunities you need to continue moving forward. One of the biggest obstacles to taking action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of not being good enough can paralyze us and prevent us from moving forward. We may hesitate to take action because we're afraid that we won't succeed or that we'll make mistakes. But the truth is, every step you take, even the ones that don't lead to immediate success, is progress. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons that guide us toward the right path. Every action, whether it leads to success or failure, brings us closer to our goals. The key is to not let fear stop you from taking that first step. The more you act, the more you'll learn, and the more you'll grow. When you act in alignment with the law of abundance, you create momentum. Momentum is powerful because it helps you overcome inertia. The universe rewards action because action demonstrates commitment. When you take consistent steps towards your goals, even if they seem small or insignificant, you create momentum that builds over time. Momentum is what turns a single step into a journey, and the more you act, the more the universe responds. Opportunities will start to appear, doors will open, and synchronicities will happen because you are in motion, and the universe moves with you. Sometimes, the action required isn't always physical. Taking action isn't limited to doing things externally. It can also involve inner work, such as cultivating the right mindset or letting go of limiting beliefs. For example, if your goal is to achieve financial freedom, taking action might mean educating yourself about money management or investing. If you want to build a successful business, taking action could involve learning new skills, networking, or even investing in yourself through a course or mentorship. Sometimes, the actions we need to take are internal shifts in our thinking and beliefs. When we believe that we deserve success, that wealth and abundance are our birthright, we begin to take actions that reflect those beliefs. Action also helps to overcome procrastination. Procrastination is a subtle form of resistance, and it is often driven by fear, self-doubt, or a lack of clarity. When we take action, we break through that resistance. We prove to ourselves that we are capable of moving forward, even when we're unsure of the outcome. Every time you take a step, no matter how small, you dismantle the fear that keeps you stuck. You build confidence, and that confidence propels you to take even more action. The more you act, the more momentum you create, and the more momentum you have, the easier it becomes to keep moving forward. In addition, taking action helps to reinforce your commitment to your goals. When you act, you signal to the universe that you are serious about what you want. It's one thing to say that you want something, but it's another thing entirely to demonstrate your commitment through action. Every action you take is a vote of confidence in your goals and dreams. The universe responds to that confidence by sending you more opportunities, ideas, and resources to help you achieve your goals. The law of abundance works not just through the energy you put out into the universe, but also through the energy you put into your actions. It's through your actions that the universe begins to bring the things you desire into your life. The more you act, the more the universe can align with your efforts. Action is what turns your dreams into reality. Without it, you remain in the realm of desire, but with it, you begin to see your dreams take form. Trust the process and take action, knowing that every step you take is a step closer to the abundant life you've been visualizing. This ancient law, older than the stars, is the unseen force that has been quietly shaping the lives of millionaires for generations. By understanding and applying its principles, abundance, positive thoughts, powerful words, unwavering faith, and decisive action, you too can unlock the door to wealth and success. The stars in the sky are not the only things that have been here for eternity. This law has been guiding us all along, and now it's your turn to align with it and step into your own personal prosperity. Your wealth is already on its way. Trust it, believe it, and watch it manifest.